Hey guys, so with our latest release, Zuppio can now be used as a CI/CD tool. You can connect your GitHub or Bitbucket and enable webhooks so you can do continuous delivery. I'm going to show you how it's done. First of all, you need to go to Zuppio settings and enable this switch here. After that, you want to authorize your organization. Mine is already authorized. This is the same work that you have Zuppio in. After that, we click this plus here and add a Git connection. We fill in the fields. Connection name is whatever you want to call it. After that, we need personal access token. So you want to go to your GitHub or Bitbucket settings, developer settings, and personal access token. We click generate new token here, and we want to click here in repo. And after that, we add a note so we know what the access token is for. And we click generate token. We copy the token and paste it here. We select what type of Git connection we need and click add. So now that we have enabled CI/CD in Zuppio settings, we can move on to do the actual work. So I created a CI/CD job and added the targets. I'm sure you already know how to do that. So now we want to create a CI/CD step. All these steps are inactive because I did not choose a source org with a managed package. If you want, you can do that. You can create some complex workflows. I'm just going to show you how the CI/CD step works. So I choose it and name our step, and we move to the creation of the actual step. So we select our Git connection. This is the one that we created in Zuppio settings. We choose the repo. Now, as you can see, Zuppio works with two project formats, MD-API and SFDX. So in our repo, we created the branches accordingly, and I want to work with SFDX in this demo, so I choose the SFDX branch. So for SFDX, we just want to specify the path to the folder with the contents that we want to deploy. And I want to deploy some Apex classes. And as you can see here on my targets, there are no Apex classes present at all. So we'll be doing that. And in my repo, we go to the actual classes. These are the ones we'll be deploying, and we copy the path here and just paste it in here. So we make sure everything is correct. We got our project format SFDX set up, the correct branch, repo, Git connection, and path. So we go ahead and click next. We choose to ignore this step because we do not expect any errors to occur, and we create the step. One more thing I want to discuss are webhooks. So if we enable the webhook, the step will be executed against the targets on every code change in our repo, on every commit. This is the part that actually makes the job continuous. So we want to enable it for this step. If we don't enable it, we can just execute it whenever, but this is what makes it an actual CI/CD. So we click that and we save the step. So what we want to do now is make an arbitrary change to the repo just to, prove a point. We just type 1, 2, 3 here, we commit, and our job should be running as we speak. So you can see the duration started going up. We didn't click on the execute button. It just started running because we enabled the webhooks. So now we wait for the last success and we go to the target orgs and make sure that the Apex classes actually got deployed. We can see the last success here. We can go to history and check the logs. Everything is good here. So let's go to our targets and see if anything changed in the Apex classes. We can see our classes, which weren't in the targets before. So yeah, that's how the CI/CD step works. Here you can add many other steps. You can run anonymous Apex. You can, when creating the job, specify source org with a managed package. You can really create some complex workflows, but this is how the CI/CD feature works. And hopefully you can achieve something great with it. Thanks for watching.